Alright, I think we're ready to begin. Welcome to the stream. How we doing, everybody? Something sounds a little weird. I wonder... Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the mic sounds off. I'm not too sure if it's the compressor or what. Let me take a look and see. I think the settings might have actually gotten reset. Hold up a sec. Anyway, while I take a look at this, we are going to get into some more Black Myth Wukong. We had... there we go. That sounds a lot better. We had held off on this from the past couple streams. Well, I've been gone for a while, too. Been sick with the flu. But now that I'm back, we'll see if we can get this done. I don't know. Last stream we did of this, we ended up doing the... I don't know what you want to call it, like the middle of the road ending, the normal ending. It seemed kind of bad. Didn't seem like the greatest ending of all time. So it was revealed that there was actually a true ending that you could strive for. It just required you had to do something slightly additional that I was already kind of on the road to do, and I just missed like one or two quests. I think it was just one, which we ended up doing on that same stream. But I've since gone through during the little break we've had with this game and tried to clear up any sort of side quests or the things we've had with that. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to shoot for that true ending, and we're going to try to make the best of it. But, boy, we had a hell of a long time to work with that last boss, and it wasn't easy. And I'm thinking this next boss or bosses that we have to do in order to get the true ending is probably going to be just as bad, if not a little worse. So let's get into it and see what we can do. I'm excited, but not really, because I know I'm also going to like suffer getting through this portion of the game, but that's all right. What is life if not to suffer? I did restart my PC, but I did boot up the game and did not do the shader compilation thing, which it usually almost always does every time I either shut down my PC or restart it. So I've just been a little bit worried that it's going to go through that, because that's like a 3-minute process. It takes a while. Looks like it's booting up to the menu, though, so that's good. Shotgun, welcome in. How you doing? It always worries me because, like, the first click that you make on the menu, it doesn't really sound like anything, and then once you hit that continue, there's like that huge gong or bell or whatever the hell it is. I'm like, oh no, the volume's up plenty. We don't need to worry about it. Anyway, welcome in nice and early. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a terribly long stream. We'll see how it goes. This is an area that I unlocked off stream. We had fought on stream this guy, this old dragon looking dude, and he kept whining about some kind of resurrection pill. I wasn't even sure what he was talking about, but the fact that he needed a pill told me that we should probably seek out the fox guy, since he's the only one that deals with the actual pills. So I ended up getting a pill from him. I did it like super late though. I really wasn't even thinking about it all that much. Got the pill, gave it to this guy, and then he unlocked this area for us, which has all of our friends here that make us stuff. You got the wine monkey, you got the pill fox, you got him, which he's the one that you need to give the seeds to. I've been wondering this whole time, who do I need to give all these seeds that I've been collecting to? It's him. And then you can get ingredients from the planted seeds. And also there's this tiger fellow over here. He upgrades your armor, but not any of the armor that actually counts worth a damn. You can fight him though, and he actually unlocks an additional curio slot for you. So now I got 3, which is nice. We've got 2 things here, which we've seen before. The gold sun crow slightly increases damage bonus, effect is enhanced when equipped with the Jade Moon Rabbit, which is this. That slightly increases damage reduction. The effect is enhanced when equipped with the Gold Sun Crow. So that's nice. While I've been exploring, I've found this registry tablet, which increases experience that we gain from random enemies. Probably going to swap that out for something, but what? Not that. Yeah, there was this gold comb that I was wearing for a long time. Considerably increases defense, deals damage to surrounding enemies upon hit. Oh yeah, that ups it by 32. That's actually not bad. I've kind of gone around, reworked my stats. I'm sure things will look different. I've got 3 which I could spend right now. I just don't know what I'd really want to spend them on. Mana? Defense, maybe? I'm pretty much all on board with increasing critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and then just regular damage. I think it will count for a lot. We've seen every once in a while a hit like a powerful hit or something, and it just mops the floor with an enemy. There's a huge chunk of health. Or in the case of common enemies, just completely kills them right off the bat, so that's nice. Mana is always good for the longer battles, but I don't know if it'll be particularly useful with anything we've got coming up. We still gotta get into it. I guess I could just like up the defense. I think I've done everything as far as like with the stances and all that, what I want to do. Immobilize is pretty much the only thing that I want to use. There is this Spellbinder maneuver that I got. Apparently it just locks you out of using spells altogether, but it increases your attack by quite a bit. That was done on a side quest that I did not finish up. Everything else is pretty much the same. I don't think there's really much anything else that I've unlocked while I've been playing this on my own. Oh, there was a new transformation that I got. There were the secret boss battles. I think I mentioned this when I was playing Ape Escape. Thank you, Ikiri. I appreciate the lurk. I think I mentioned this when I was playing Ape Escape, but I was talking about looking at a boss list and seeing just what kind of I missed. And actually, I didn't miss a whole lot. But there was a series of bosses that are somewhat hidden. The Longs, which are all dragon-based type bosses. And if you beat them all, you get a specific transformation, which I might have equipped. I don't know. I forget. We were using the horse guy for a while. And he was nice if we used him properly. But the fact that it took so long to beat all these bosses, and then finally it gives me this this guy, yeah, gold lining. Actually, the Dark Thunder is the last one. I don't know. You think whoever gets the last spot would be the most powerful, but maybe not. But yeah, the Gold Thunder. He looks kind of cool. He's got a Naginata. He spins. I think I've used them all like once during the battle, so a battle. So I don't know that I have too much proficiency with them, but it's not like I do with any of the others anyway. There are plenty of, I want to call them summons, but I guess they're transformations that we could choose from, but I have no clue. Again, I don't really know what we're getting into. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to see, though, because there was, I figured out what that big space in the mountains was, where the rock thing was. If you didn't see the previous stream, this makes no sense to anybody, but there was this giant space where there was a massive rock or mountain or something, and I'm like, what the hell is this for? These skandas that we've been getting, there was a couple that I didn't pick up from some areas, and they are actually needed to unlock what is a boss in that region. So why don't we do that first? We'll see about doing that. I think the Manus catching one is going to be the closest. I almost completely forgot about that. See, it's a good thing that I, like, talk over all this stuff and sort of, like, try to recollect where I was going and what I was doing at the time. Because then I'll figure out what I need to do now. I was almost ready to just, like, jump right into where I think I need to go for the secret ending, but I don't think that would have been a wise choice. Doing some boss cleanup around the area, though. Nothing was really all that hard. Even some bosses that people were saying were, like, the hardest in the game. And I think the fact of the matter is I get just over leveled. I think my stats are at a point where I don't really have that much struggles with anything that's not going to be the final boss. Even the yellow long guy, which was the last dragon type boss that I had to fight in order to get that summon and everything, he wasn't that bad. I think I beat him on the second try. He got me the first time around, but the second time I got him. So, pretty good place to be in, I suppose. There we go. This is a good long pause for that. I guess it needed to load. Alright. So here it is. Oh, he just like wakes up right away. I figured we needed to do something. Let me take a look at something here. Alright. That might echo for a second because I was just checking my speaker. Can't summon the somersault cloud on battle. Well, that's a shame. I don't know what the hell I need to do with this. But anyway, as we've been going through the game, there have been these rock-type bosses. Each one gives you a skanda to keep in your collection. And I guess it all culminates to this particular fight. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting that spot up there. Diamonds or something on them. Kind of reminds me of the walking. They're not churches, but like they're kind of like the turtle-looking things in Elden Ring. I was gonna call it Elder Scrolls. Elden Ring. That might, if it is a weak point, I don't even know if it is or isn't. It looks like it might be though. Some crystal things. Shit. He's a bit of a big boss, yeah. I'm trying to see if I could like dodge through that, but I don't think I can. Big boss. Probably the biggest one we've seen. Can I hit these? No. Those look suspicious before, but I guess I can't do anything with it. I can't. I wish it wouldn't like automatically lock on for me. Sucks. Wasn't even really trying to hit me there. So goddamn big too. I actually managed to dodge through that. Seems like I kind of with that one, but not really. What's up, Scoob? Oh man, his collection of lube puts Diddy to shame. Oh, you know me. I like to keep it moist. What's going on, man? How you doing? I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with this. I hit him like a little bit on those little rocks, but it didn't really seem to affect him much. Oh, yeah. A lot of good that did. That, I mean, that to me looks like a weak point. I don't know. Mostly, I've been hearing about it. I haven't read anything official, but there's been so many people talking about it. Like the millions of lubes that he has, his freak out parties, all that shit. The prostitutes coming out and talking about what he did. What he did, what he likes. But yeah, I've heard, you know, second, third hand, fourth, fifth hand reports about all the hands that he's been dealing with. Pretty nuts though. I guess once you get to that point where you just like have that much fame and money, it's like sometimes some people need you know, something a little extra than the layman. There's a lot of hands. Too many, I say. Oh hey, we managed to break one. Okay, we broke another one. We did a shitload of damage to him that time too. That ain't bad. I think he dropped a rock on me, but that's alright. Question now is if there's one on the other side. I wish there was a quicker way to move. Like, you know what? I got the, I think there is some more on the underside of this, but I don't even know if I can get that. Shit. Son of a bitch. I've got the cloud step though. We could probably use that to kind of avoid some hits. Maybe. If I can find my goddamn footing. I was taking a peek at some of the messages you posted also, Scoop, in your server. It was a good thing you didn't go to wherever the hell that was. That looked rough. I've never lived in an area that, you know, gets hit by hurricanes or flooding happens too often, but holy shit. Looks bad. There it goes. Oh, is that not usually an area that gets hit like that? That's pretty nuts then. And this boss is difficult just on the virtue of how hard it is to hit this damn thing. Tennessee, North Carolina border. Okay. See, one of my best friends is South Carolina, I believe, and every so often he's got to move out when there's a big storm coming through for safety, but I don't think his area, I don't know, he hasn't mentioned it at least, whether it gets flooded or anything like that. And I know, you know, state's a big place, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the same for everybody, but still, I mean, I never experienced anything like that firsthand. Hurricane made landfall in Florida, went all the way through Georgia, then into Tennessee for some reason. Jack shit up. Just specifically there, too. I haven't even heard that much going on in, like, Florida. Outside of the norm. A couple people I know who are based in and around the area, I think, have been talking about stuff like power outages and internet going out, but other than that, they seem to be relatively okay. so close to beating this bastard, too. Oh, he just beat me in one hit. I used that life-saving pill for nothing. They're just outside its path, got a few inches of rain, some 30-ish mile-per-hour wind, but nothing like that. Yeah, well, thank God. I live in a relatively stable area. We don't really get hit by a lot of natural disaster type stuff. I think primarily because of the mountain range. It's kind of in our area. I think that saves us from a lot of grief. There are volcanoes, though. They're inactive, but you never know with those things. Yeah, never, no earthquakes, no tornadoes, no hurricanes. When something happens, you know, like if there is a hurricane or something like that, we'll kind of see stuff on the periphery where it like, you know, we'll get hot or maybe we'll see a little bit of a storm or something like that, but nothing too crazy. It's actually where you're supposed to go next weekend, though. You got an email, they're canceling. Nowhere near a hurricane. And then you looked at Facebook and I had those pics. I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like, better safe than sorry. And good thing you didn't go. Or good thing that they didn't even hold the event, because, yeah, that would have been a nightmare. I don't want to know what it would have looked like. Seeing if you can, like, get out of that. He seems to be relatively stable once he, like, gets into an area like this, though. Maybe if we can kind of get him to smash both his fists down in, like, the middle, that'd be the best. Instead of trying to chase his hands, because I don't think that's doing us any good. Jumped, but I actually managed to dodge it. Pulled 100k people there. Said had multiple bridges that fell. Oh geez, hospital had 50 people airlifted off the roof. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. You are correct. I have a game plan, he doesn't want to play ball. Alright, well, here we go. Oh, never mind. For like pushing me away from that when I was trying to do my final hit there. Cool stuff. Anyway, I know you live the super exciting lifestyle and everything, Scoop, but it's been pretty quiet on my end. Nothing too exciting happening here. I've been recovering from a flu that's hit me pretty hard, but it's just a personal thing. People losing their homes, everything they own, or that they won't get a chance to buy one of your t-shirts. Feels wrong depriving them, I know. They just, I mean, here's the thing though, they lived with all that stuff, but they never even had the opportunity to get one of your shirts. They don't know what it's like. They haven't experienced it. That would suck, though. That would, like... So I probably... Oh, my God. Probably would not want to, like, move into an area. I got a lot of shit. It would suck. So, like, even, like, an area, maybe, like, California or something with all the forest fires that they have and all that shit. It's like... When there's more of a risk... That's why I've never thought about moving out from where I am. But, like... When there's a greater risk to just, like, in an instant lose everything you have. Your house and all of your possessions. It's like, people in those areas, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they just have, like, really good insurance and they don't care, or if they just, like, really don't mind. Homeowners insurance generally doesn't cover floods, so that sucks. I guess, yeah, like you say, that's not really an area where that kind of stuff happens. So it's like, even if it was, I don't know, even if there were, like, coverage for flooding or something like that, if it's in an area where it doesn't happen typically, it probably wouldn't even be an option for most of those people. It's like a separate insurance, yeah. What the hell? Oh. I got stuck sliding for a second. Alright, this boss is a pain in the ass. Very hard to hit him. He's got one weak point from the looks of it, and he's swinging that arm constantly. So that's shitty. And then on top of that, it seems like he can just, like, kill you in one hit if he feels like it. Also, even if you dodge right there, I get, like, no iframes. No compensation at all for not getting any of your t-shirts. Well, we know that that's, like, the true buffer in life. There's no insurance can really compete. Quality t-shirts are hard to come by, though. We joke, but I've had a rough time finding ones that I actually like. They need to have the right amount of give, they need to have the right amount of heft, they need to have the right amount of stretch. One of these shirts that people have these days is too rigid, too rough. Not fun to wear. We got him down, like, pretty damn far. That's the most amount of damage I've done to him so far. I just gotta make sure I don't get hit by his one fist. I'd have half a mind to just move over to that other fist because I was doing okay kind of hanging out over there. I was taking a lot of damage just from him swinging around, but I didn't get hit by the singular, you know, hit that can completely end you. It's hard to keep track of that one, too. What you got, big guy? He's got like one big chunk on the side there. I could see it. If I could wipe that out. Damn. Well, I hit it. I didn't destroy it, though. You are correct. He does not have any legs. He's bigger, though. Come on. It's got to count for something. Actually, there's been a lot of legless bosses on the stream of late. The past 2 Ape Escape games that I played ended up having a boss that had no legs. I don't know. These were all Asian made, though, so I'm just going to blame China and Japan on that. He's overweight. I mean, and legless. Could read into that. He might have diabetes, I don't know. Get me over there, come on. This is just a completely optional boss, too. I don't even know what we get for doing this. Probably nothing. Jack shit. I might get a little experience, though. Honestly, the experience might pay for itself. I really want to see if I can get as much as possible, because I'm sure that the next boss that we do is, like the main one to get the final ending is not going to be fun. Oh, no! Almost. What the hell was that? I mean, the sliver of health that he had. That sucks. Son of a bitch. Die of beat ass. Not diabetes, but die of beat ass. I'll be sure to apply it. That, yeah. It sucked. He had probably 1 hit left. I probably could have hit him anywhere, and he would have died, but just insta-kill. There's a move that he does, and it's hard to see what specifically it is, because the camera doesn't really shift up all that often. You'd think it would with the... that's why they keep trying to lock onto him, but it doesn't seem to function when he's doing the giant move.
Fucking thing sucks!
Yeah, you're right about that. We'll come down. We did do a lot of damage, like, right off the bat, though, but whatever.
Fucking bullshit!
It is. So I could probably... You know what? I wonder if I could switch out, because this thing isn't helping me. Wandering White, I think, might be a little bit better. So, I think we could probably do a decent amount of damage right off the bat just by getting those first few little rock chunks taken care of. I just gotta make sure I try to steer clear of when he's doing those ground and pound things. Just stand in here? Okay, there we go. I think I needed to get a little closer or something. This boss is gonna give me indigestion. Alright, not bad, not bad. Oh, did he die? Son of a bitch, we did it. That was like the quickest redemption arc ever. I beat him in like a minute. Alright, well that was surprising. What do you mean we can't summon it in battle? We're not in battle. I beat the thing. Don't mess with me. I'll beat your ass in a minute flat. Phase 1 complete. You're probably not wrong about that, to be honest. What? Cool. I beat this rock. That eyeball is mine. Thank you. Chimping ain't easy. Also, at least he could do it quick, so... I mean, maybe. I don't know. We got the eyeball. Oh, wait. Spoke too soon. Maybe not. I thought... I honestly thought maybe we were in for a phase 2, but it looks like he just buried his head in the sand. Putting bosses to shame. They don't even want to take a look at me. So what the hell is that? Hey, I got an achievement for that. Call off the chase. You've killed every Yaogwai here or something. I don't know what that said. Alright, what is this? Mandrill Chief. A heart carrying with dreams unclear. She? Oh, that's a woman? Ugh. Left the mountain, ventured far and near, seeking the 5 skandhas, found not. True wisdom lies in letting go, she's taught. Ah, that's why we got it. So what does it do? What does it do for me, though? Hey, thank you for that sub. I appreciate that. Scoob, you're too good. Thank you, though. Appreciate you. Adaptability alone uncovers significance and subtlety. Once hidden inside the Buddha's head, this treasure has a secret yet to be revealed. What? Son of a bitch. So I'm not even finished with it just yet. We gotta do something else. But I kind of want to get a move on. I want to see if we could do something with this, so... Skandha of Consciousness. Feeling high and mighty, taking out that boss, getting a nice little sub going. But all the same, I do not want to waste my time. Alright, let's take a look. I'm Googling this thing. Skandha of Consciousness. What is that? 5 skandhas pill. Oh, we need to take him to Zhudog. After defeating the giant... I thought it was Shindig. No. Shigandang. Shigandang. Something like that. I don't know. That's what we just fought. The Shigandang. Alright, well, if we need to take him to Zhudog, he's over at the fun place that we started off the stream at. So let's go over there real quick. Since we unlocked it, we got this little scroll or something like that, so that, like, allows us to teleport there instantly. Honestly, in some cases, it's actually better than even teleporting ourselves to the last visited shrine. Let's see.
Mine eyes doth see the dell from the confines of my abode.
Oh, there we
Pretty
go.
brave one.
Surprising that it's not highlighted with the little red dot there.
How astounding it is, the 5 scanders are but abstract notions, yet you have made them tangible. Might I be permitted to make something with them?
Yeah, why not?
Uncover the secrets of sky and earth, and thou shalt have pills.
All right, Scoob.
All things can be
Sounds like it's been pretty wild this
yet I
weekend.
choose the
Even if
rarest.
you weren't in the heart of the storm, so. But I'm sure it's been busy regardless. But thank you. Always appreciate you visiting. Good chatting with you. Have a good night. If you are down for a little Fall Guys or something, hopefully I'll beat this game tonight, and that will clear up my schedule considerably for tomorrow and the night after. But yeah, we could do a little gaming if you so desire. But I'll leave that up to you. I'll message you when I'm up and ready to go, though, if you're good. But anyway, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Cool. Let me know. But take care. We'll see you then. So what does this do? Lesser celestial medicine made to increase multiple attributes. Oh, it just does automatically. I don't even need to take it. Alright. So we got a boost with health, mana, and stamina with that. That's pretty nice.
Self-refinement is the way to make golden pills. This is what my ceaseless toil finally yields.
Now, the other nice thing, since getting him here, I don't think anybody else does anything for you. But with Zoodog in particular, since he's at this area, he now has the request medicine thing. I don't think that was available previously when he was in the cellar.
No shame.
But he just like gives you free medicine, which is nice.
More unfair are the innate skill.
Okay, so we are possibly ready to start the final ending. I need to go to the New West, I think. I think it's the... No, it's not that. There it is. Maybe. Great Pagoda? Possibly? We'll see. So this is an area we've been to before. I made note of it when we first saw it on stream. I saw it off stream first, but I since came back and visited it, and I'm like, this looks suspicious. It was how I was kind of tracking progress with the game, because there were 2 big murals, and by the time we had gotten there, we had finished 2 chapters on stream, and then there was space, blank walls, where there were no murals. They looked like that one in the back there, which was completely red and just blank. But since coming back, all of the blank spaces, except for the one in the center, have been filled out. So now we have all these murals sitting here. So it sort of reconfirms my suspicions that it is attributed to how many chapters you complete. And I did notice that our Buddha friend is standing up there. So I think that's probably what we need to do in order to get this initiated. We'll see. I was kind of curious what the murals themselves were, because I'm sure they'd correspond, but looking at it, I think they're actually the images that show at the end of each chapter. Usually there's like a big splash screen at the end of each chapter, where you get all your collectibles and stuff. Whatever you got from the last little vestiges of defeating the boss and seeing the cutscene. I think they're just those, but they look a little more weathered than they do when you see them as a splash screen. Pretty neat, though. I think even this one here seems to cover everything we've done in Chapter 6. Yeah, look, there's the deer, there's the rhino. Bet if we looked hard enough, there'd probably be the cricket, too. Oh, maybe it's that thing with the wings. Or no, it's that one up there. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, that might be the mantis. So yeah, everything got covered. So, going up to the top of the mountain Chapter 6, after getting all of Wukong's items, obviously we fought the mind or consciousness of Sun Wukong, or at least what was preserved in that rock. And despite having a hellacious battle and defeating him, we ended up getting, I don't know, shit canned or something. I'm not too sure what happened. Our destined one just kind of got absorbed into the rock, I think. He became one with the consciousness and then seemingly ceased to be. I don't know what happened to Bajier, but it was left kind of open-ended, so you kind of would think that there would be a
In his
final
steps
ending.
you've trod, from his eyes you've seen. The circle has led you back. Have you gleaned any truths? Long has an old friend waited for you. Destiny ripens. This last mural holds the key. Go forth. No one sees this myth more clearly than him.
Time for the finale? Probably. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know if it's literally just like step in here and you got to fight some bosses or a boss and then you win. Or if this is going to be like a full-length area that we can explore and do stuff in. But whatever it is, I think this is probably going to set us off in the direction of getting everything 100% completed here. Should be interesting. Again, I think the bosses that we're going to have to fight probably are going to be pretty brutal, so don't expect it to be quick. I don't think we're going to be like wrapping up in the next 30 minutes here. This is probably going to be about as arduous a task as it was to fight the Wukong clone. Hey, what's up, Mythical? Good to see you. If this ends up being like super piss easy though, I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. I guess we can go back to Ape Escape 3 or something. But I mean, you know, if this ends up being like the last little bit and there's only like a couple minutes into it, yeah, I'll probably have to switch off games. Doing better. I think my voice feels a little bit better. I don't feel as quite choked out as I was yesterday. But still getting over the flu. I'm mostly over it right now, though. I don't think there's like too much left. I don't know if there's anything I should be taking a look at. I could try to make some medicines or something like that, maybe. There was that super good one. I actually ended up using it during that rock fight, which I probably shouldn't have. I think it was a life-saving pill. Oh, I actually have a number of ingredients for it. Thank you for asking. Yeah, mostly over it, and thankfully that's the case, because we're about to get in October here, and October is going to be a busy month for streaming. I might step up and try to do more than the average 3 streams that I typically do. I'm already doing makeup dates this weekend. I was going to try and stream on Friday, too, to see if I could do a full 3 for this week, but didn't end up working out that way. What the hell? Get them clouds moving. It's like time is sped up here.
Shame I must greet you in this bitter cold without a hearty drink. It's no easy feat getting here. I know you didn't come to keep me company.
Shitload of games loaded up for October. Nice. Oh, this guy, he was in the intro.
Must be something you can't get over. Or someone you can't let go of. Same goes for me. I can't kill that monkey. No one can. Except himself.
Yeah, he was the one that Wukong fought one-on-one in the intro.
This is the only way. He had no choice. And neither did I.
About to just like get right into it. Also, you're just working on some OBS stuff while you lurk. Alrighty, well I appreciate you lurking. Hopefully the OBS stuff goes over well. Did I just like do no damage to him whatsoever?
Some of his spark. That's it. I won't hold back from now. Let's fight! Thou of purity. Unleash your might! When you know, it's too late.
I still don't know what all this guy's capable of.
My sword spans the nine sky.
Holy shit, wow.
It's time to rest your weary self.
I just took a look at my health there. I at least had 3/4 of it. So, got another situation where it might be close to one-shotting time. Alright.
Fucking thing sucks!
A little bit. Oh, I do have shock quelling powder. Okay, it looks like he does use lightning-based attacks, though, so maybe we could do something like that. Shock quelling powder to help out. Yeah, I'm not expecting any of these bosses to be super easy. He's probably not going to end up being the last one. Although, I guess I'm somewhat relieved that we're just kind of going to get right into it. I mean, on the one hand, it kind of would have been nice, I guess, to have like an additional level after this. You know, just to kind of fill out the last little bit here. But I'm honestly perfectly fine with it. Just like getting right into a boss battle. And who knows, maybe after this there's going to be more. Much better dodging those first time around. There's like a little mini health bar above his actual health bar. I'm not too sure what that is. It might be a shield or something. I don't think I've seen that with a boss before.
Have some of his spark. That's it. I won't hold back from now. Let's fight!
this out of the way first. Oh, okay. He just turned into a tiger. That's cool, I guess. He's also got a little commentary for the transformation. That's nice. I like the music for this transformation. Sounds very heroic.
You've lifted my spirits, monkey. When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dulled, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he emerged unscathed. Yet he gave his life to put you in this place. Let me see you a path divergent from his.
Goddamn. Shit. Should have waited to use that and cloud step until that part, but it's not like I knew it was coming or anything.
Don't fade just yet. From the sky, my sword sweeps the land. Your destiny brought you here. But forget
I don't even know what you're doing, man. He's just like flying everywhere and shit. Alright, he just broke that. That's cool. Oh, he can freeze me. Just like I'm fighting the Wukong fight again.
thou of purity. Unleash your might.
Oh, come on.
The world knows every stir of your mind.
Frozen again. Oh, what the hell was that? God damn it.
Not him.
He threw a little, something at me. I don't know what it was. Some sort of projectile hit me from behind. Made me stagger. We got pretty close to beating him, though. I mean, I'm sure it's just going to be one of those situations where it's, maybe not a phase one. This game doesn't seem to do it quite like that. What tends to happen is, like, if there's, like, let's say a phase of a boss battle or something like that, it actually counts as, like, a separate boss. At the very least, if you, like, get through a quote-unquote phase one, once you start the next boss battle, like, you deplete a boss's health all the way, and then it goes into another boss battle, even if it's the same boss. So, like, speaking about it from, like, terms of phases, if it's a phase 2, it treats it like a completely different boss battle. So that means you can like restart even if you die from the beginning of that particular boss battle from that particular phase. And if you're just playing straight through, it completely replenishes your health and your inventory if you have inventory to replenish and all that. So it works, but it's a bit of a pain. I think I'm going to save most of my spells and stuff until after he gets to that point where he's like, okay, I'm going all out. I don't think we could do too much damage to him before that. It's like once he brings out that axe, that's like the big thing. Should I start over? Can we have that option? Whoa, okay.
It's time to rest your weary self.
Chakra Varthi, I think is how you pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you are having a good evening and or day. All right, maybe we should go out a little bit. I might use something. Honestly, it doesn't really seem like and that tends to be the case with a lot of these later bosses, but the immobilization just does not really work all that well once you start getting into the nitty-gritty of the boss battle. I think I froze him for a few seconds within the first, I don't know, maybe like half of his health bar, but after that it just didn't do anything. Probably means I should be using something else in place of that, but I'm a sucker for it when I can actually get it done. Look at that, we just completely froze him there for like the full standard time.
Firm will you?
I had a nice little critical hit there, but he interrupted me. Yeah, even right there, he just broke right through it. That might be because he was in the middle of a move. Sometimes these later bosses will do that. His little dog is kind of annoying. I don't know what he did there. I think it wasn't quite like a rock solid or anything, but he did something.
The nine sky,
Huh?
shooting stars.
Okay, he didn't do that before.
Craft cloaked and crude, bright truths and shade, fair fused with foul, small counters grand.
I think he just gets angry when I try to use Immobilize on him and then ends up using it against me. Oh, come on. As much as I like the staff slam, I've been liking it lately because it seems to react to critical hits a little bit better. I think I might do the long range one, whatever it is. The staff poke. Because it's slightly more accurate. And it's taken a long time for him to get to that second phase. Or maybe he already got to it because he has the axe out now.
Across life and death, as you I must.
Grapple attacks are harsh. Yeah, see? It's kind of more of a guaranteed hit.
You've lifted my spirits, monkey. When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dulled, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he emerged unscathed. Yet he gave his life to put you in this place. Let me see where your path diverges from.
Probably should have waited on that a little bit.
Thunder in my skin, and lightning in my heart. Through the air, like a falling star.
I just dodge all those just by walking to the left. I didn't even have to run.
Those in celestial
Guess it just doesn't take any damage in that tiger form of his. This is kind of another rival fight similar to the Wukong one that we did though, because like everything that we do he seems to have an answer for, much like the Wukong fight. It's just, you know, it's not the exact moves that you can do, it's different stuff.
It's too late. Yes,
Damn.
now.
I want to try to use that fan because it seemed like it worked okay.
The world knows every stir of your mind.
Look at how much, yeah, it's like it staggers him so much, too. Wow, I did it. Surprisingly. Let's see what else is next.
Today's clash didn't satisfy my spirit. Go back with me to the sky. Let us get drunk before we continue this fight.
Okay. Sure.
Very good.
Thank you. It always pops up in any of those sounds when I least expect it. Oh. I wasn't aware we had this ability.
None has what it takes to push me into this, but this monkey. I've been thinking of you every day since. Such power must be new to you. You should first spar with them a while.
God damn it. Four Heavenly Kings. This is interesting. I hope it's not like too difficult and that if we die here, we don't need to like go through the entirety of the previous fight again. At the beginning cutscene, I mean, so much was going on at the intro of this game. It looked really cool, but I mean, you see like these big fat bastards. Not even fat, I don't know why I'm calling them that. They're big. But you see them, and it's like, alright, it seems like it might be an issue. But I guess I didn't know Wukong could get big, activate big monkey mode. This guy's just fighting me with a fan. That doesn't seem fair. For him. I guess it's a very powerful fan, though. What a merry band of people this is. There's a guy with the guitar. You got a fan wielder. Somebody had something else. I guess that guy has a sword. That seems a little more fitting. Jumping off each other and shit. I mean, it is a spectacle, I'll give it that. I guess I've been able to heal and stuff in the middle of battles, so that's nice. I mean, this seems like it's just pretty much a, like I said, a spectacle fight. I had rock solid before that, but okay. Yeah, fuck your umbrella. Hey, we got a did we get a shield with the umbrella? Oh, jeez. Like the Metal Gear fighting MGS4 a little bit, yeah. He's already dead. All right, guitar boy. See, he's gonna be playing his heart out before we get to this. Wasted. This guy got fat. I was calling them fat bastards. All those other guys are fit. This one's a fat ass. His rolls have rolls. I don't like it.
Die if you cannot die. Blunt it is. Our battles always wear down my edge. This one should suit you well.
Oh, God. Trying to like back away from him, like, no. I know, I was trying to use rock solid on you. He's just got like every weapon in the book. Like that sword has been an axe, it's been a bow. Pretty sure it turned into a shield or something. A whip. A mace. I hope that wasn't like a move. It has to be scripted. I hope I didn't get caught by like a secret move though. I'm regaining health, that should be fine. Alright. Super Saiyan mode. Staggering, goddammit.
If you can, imagine.
Oh, we got him. All right. Thank you. Reminded me of the camera pan, I think, in God of War, the remake, first remake. Part where Kratos is whipping what's-his-face around. Ah, he made his own staff. Seems like it's taken from Metal Gear Rising. Distract him with the giant brick and then come through with the fist. Repowering down. I'm thinking there's gonna be one more, like, one-on-one fight. I didn't even knock him out. That was just like a courtesy punch. Oh, shit.
I hear tell this Yao Guai is... I rank 1,000-fold above that king. As his sire, he reveres me, and like a deity, he serves me. How dare you think I'm his slave? Kindly chant the loosening spell and release that, Tathagata, so that you can take back my headband, and I can be free. The court that Yaguai said he knew somewhat. Surely he's no mere mortal. He must be somebody from the court. Great. The journey ends here. Those eyes wide to bring them down. Watch me rip it off. And break free!
The win is his. My brothers tested you at my behest. All for this day. And only now do I understand that fight. No prestige can shackle him. No band can keep him caged. A mortal death for an unbound mind and will. May you not fail him. I'm now at peace. Your journey, though, has just begun.
Oh no, he killed him at the last second. To think it caught him off guard.
Say, what's to come of Destiny if he steps out of that mural?
I make a living by reading what was written. The signs alone tell what's to come.
What's to come is what's not yet written. No one can read what's not written.
Destiny is written in what's done. What's done shapes what's to come, not escape. It's all written for me, if only I uncover all that occurred.
So, there really is something even you cannot read. That's good. Very good.
Oh, and here he is. At least he didn't get his consciousness locked into a rock. Is that it? We're back in, like, gameplay mode. Azure Dome. Between the Boundless Dome and the Mortal Plains, the Stone Monkey stands unyielding and unstained. Transform into the Stone Monkey, gaining immunity to shock and poison. Absorb and convert Frost and Scorch to empower yourself. Retain access to the Destined One spells, and convert any pre-transformation focus for use afterward. Tri-point double-edged spear. Okay. That didn't end up being as hard as I thought it was going to be. However, what do we do now? Do we go back to the mountain and fight Wukong again? Tri-point double-edged spear, integrate spear techniques, light attack combo. Does that have the exact same attack as the one we have? Yeah, it does. Performing forceful thrust, shoots swords from the staff to attack. Interesting. Yeah, it's got the exact same stats. Critical hit chance 6% and attack 135. For a short duration after casting a spell, moderately increases critical hit chance. Upon critical hit, slightly reduces cooldown for all spells. That is kind of a better boost effect, but I think the armor does that as well. I mean, this does an additional, like, type of attack, which is nice, but Okay, but at this point, it's like, should I go to the mountain? I kind of don't, like, if we have to do the Wukong fight again, good lord, I don't want to. it was so hard last time. Granted, I'm a little bit more powerful. I don't know, skill-wise, I don't think I'm much better. It's not like I played this game for that much longer after that fight, but, like, level and stats-wise, I'm probably a little bit more powerful than I was before, so it might make it, like, slightly easier, but I don't know how much that's going to end up helping. That fight was rough, and I think there was a couple techniques that I finally got down pat, like using the cloud step, and then also using the horse squy for staggering effects and stuff. All that really worked well into my advantage, but yeah, the rest of it was brutal. It was a tough fight, but I don't know if that will change what we need to do now. I think I might, hold up, might take a look here. God damn it, not that. Just a sec. I opened up an app that I didn't mean to. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look here. All right. I took a look at a secret ending synopsis, and it says just to continue the game as you normally would, so I'm guessing that means do the Song Wukong fight. Oh lord. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. We'll see, but we gotta do this fight again, so pray for mojo. This fight took me like an hour or more. I forget exactly. It took me a long time to beat it when we did it during the last stream. At least we don't need to go through everything though. I mean, and by that I mean we don't need to go through like the whole mountain sequence.
Hurry! Hurry! They said we'd find him here, but I don't see a trace of him. There's nothing but a rock here. What's this supposed to mean? If you ask me, this rock must be the stone egg that holds Wukong. I gave it a knock, but nothing happened. Maybe you should have a closer look.
Alright. Nothing else around here, is there? Just wondering if there's any, like, pickups or something. Guess it doesn't look like it. So yeah, I was kind of surprised when we did this coming through the first time around. And it was like getting up onto this mountaintop and everything and seeing that like black rock and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, this looks familiar. And then by the time we had beaten it and everything, it finally hit me that, oh, the whole game has been one giant circle. We just came back from where we started. But that rock is where Wukong landed from the opening cutscene in the first place, so. The cyclical journey. I suppose we'll just let everything play out. I won't skip cutscenes or anything like that, just in case there are any minor differences getting up to the point that we need to get to. Thank you. Oh, look at that. We start from the stone monkey. We wouldn't even need to go through the boating sequence or anything. Stone monkey and like the stuff leading up to it wasn't terribly difficult. Actually, I probably should have looked into that one transformation. I don't know if it was what kind of transformation it actually was. But the one that we earned, basically. Can I not switch staff? Stances? Nice little crit there. Oh, what the hell? At least I managed to hit it after the fact, though. Oh yeah, he splits off. I forgot about this. Did the clone die, or what? Shit. That was a bad situation. I like broke free. I got frozen and then I broke into the hazardous zone. Damn, otherwise I would have had that. I was a little sloppy with that one too. Yeah, this one wasn't the terrifyingly hard one. It's once we get to the Wukong fight, like the actual Wukong fight, and not the stone monkey. I was curious though. Let's see these transformations. Yeah, it is an additional one. Azure Dome. I'm gonna do that. I don't know. It might help. Let's see. I don't think the long transformation was much of a help. I don't know why I can't switch staff stances though. I find that odd. Felt like I could before, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't worry about it. shitload of damage with that wandering white move. Alright, we got through that like super quick, so that's good at least. Which of these is gonna end up doing the damage? It's like none of those radial attacks seem to do anything, or at least the effects didn't. Alright. Immobilizing him didn't seem to do anything. What you doing to that rock, buddy? Oh, okay, fine. Fair enough. I wanted to hit the other one, but it suddenly shifted my focus and I couldn't change it back to the other. Damn it. How about we get 3 stone monkeys in this bad boy? Or not. This isn't working. I got hit with like every attack under the sun, but it probably worked out for the better either way, because it's like that was a massive attack. Okay, that's one down. Alright, mobilization not gonna work. You never really know, I guess, unless you like are super familiar with the game, but shit. I'm pretty good at dodging those. Except until, like, you know, just recently. Stone monkey down. So definitively then, what we've been through with all the other bosses, unless there's something additional, God, I hope there's nothing after this one. But unless there is an additional boss battle after Wukong, I think I can safely say that the Wukong fight is the worst fight in the game. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. If I was actually saying like the worst fight that was like completely unfun to play, I'd probably say something like Yellowbrow or something like that, since you're like forced to take damage. With that one, which I had a problem with. But like completely fair with the Wukong fight, but it's just got awfully hard. Thank you. Yeah, the best is yet to come. Still gotta do it. And remember, there's 2 parts to this one too. The broken shell. I kept trying to think of what it was. I knew it was like broken something. I kept thinking like broken mind, broken shell. But Wukong fight suffices, since it describes pretty much what it is. First part over relatively quickly. It's the second part that's the tricky one. And I couldn't, like, I can't tell you specifically what it was. I don't remember. It's been a couple weeks since we did it. But there was aspects of just like this second phase that were awful. So I'll have to kind of relearn it again. Once I start seeing what kit he's got, I'll get it a little clearer, but yeah, it's probably gonna be rough. We did do a lot of damage though. I'm thinking like the crit modifiers that I put in place, plus all the stuff that we have attached, probably is helping out. Any additional like damage modifiers, anything that I got like that on, it's probably gonna help us out a little bit too. Perfectly warmed up. Pop all these down. the horsey Yaogwai might be the better option for this, to be quite honest, because it stun locked him basically. If you could get, I mean, you had to get the electrical attack out, but if you could get that, you could pretty much get it done. This guy looks like he's got like a few good moves though, so that might end up helping out. But he does not take damage very well from the looks of it. Thanks. That would have been a good attack. I mean, if we hit it right, that could have ended him. Take the pill. There you go. Oh, somebody mentioned something about a money shot last time when we tried to fight him. Almost got him with that final move, that super heavy hit. Got it this time around, though. Alright, we managed to beat him. Let's see if there's something additional. There might be another boss battle after this. Yeah, not as bad as the last time I tried to fight him. Part of it probably because I was familiar with what he could do a little bit. And the other part is probably because we upped our stats by just a bit. But it's a tough fight, let me tell you. Especially first time around, it is not easy.
Very good.
Thank you. But yeah, last time we did this, we ended up beating it, and then, yeah, we got an ending. It wasn't a good one necessarily, but let's see what happens here. The crown came off of him. I think he put it on, and then he just got kind of locked inside the rock. But now that we did the additional thing and fought old what's-his-face, maybe something new will happen, hopefully.
You must have heard tales about him. Some say he helped Tung Monk fetch the scriptures, was granted Buddhahood, and stayed on Mount Lingshan thereafter. Some say it was not him who was granted Buddhahood. The real him was already dead on the journey to the west. Some say that the journey never happened. He is nothing but a monkey who lives in some storyteller's tall tale. But now, you will hear a tale which no one has ever known.
So far, nothing different, I don't think, has happened. No changes in the dialogue or anything. I don't remember if this happened, though. Ah, okay. This is different.
What does it matter if you become a Buddha? That headband has always been on your head.
Keep those eyes wide open. Watch me rip it off and break free.
Sun Wukong, when you defied the Celestial Court, I had to seal you beneath the mountains with my immense power. Yet, after enduring punishment, you embraced the dark, uplifted good against evil, and subdued Yao Guais throughout the journey. For your contribution, I now bestow upon you the title of Victorious Fighting Buddha.
He defied the Celestial Court, and the Jade Emperor imposed 3 ordeals. Only when the chicken finishes pecking the rice, the dog laps up the flowers, and the lamp burns through the key, the rain will fall.
And there it is. It's funny, again, I've never read Journey to the West, and I've seen very little in terms of like accurate adaptations of it. But so much of that just, you know, it must be pretty standard iconography and everything, because I recognize quite a bit. Might freeze a little bit here and there. I'm trying to get out of the actual game to see if I can mute this a little bit. But yeah, it looks like there was a bit of a wrap up there, kind of showing what happened in the original Journey, as was brought up. And, you know, obviously we see kind of what happens at the very beginning of the game with Sun Wukong. And that's where this game starts. But I don't know if there's going to be a post-credit or what. Seems sort of somewhat open. I mean, I'm glad that there was an additional thing at the end there. But I don't know. I was wondering if there would be something that had a little bit more closure to it. I guess my thinking of it would be that all his memories get restored or something. I'm not too sure. Kind of seemed like that was what was going on. And I guess looking at it, it does sort of seem like the crown, I guess, was restricting him or something like that. So that's why it was bad when it was placed upon his head in the first ending that we got. So now that we have the true ending or whatever, I mean, the old monkey was standing there like he was going to give it to him, but then, you know, there was a glint in the destined one's eyes. So it seems like he realized, I don't know, what his past life was, or what Sun Wukong's past life was, something like that, and I'm not too sure. But yeah, I guess we're pretty much done with it. I don't know that there's anything else to be done or to be said. Again, when I had taken a look prior to doing this stream for today, you know, I was looking to see if I covered all the bosses and everything, and I got everything except for the big rock guy. I think I covered everything else, at least for the list that I saw. I will say though that I had previously looked at another list before the other one that I saw, and it was incomplete by like a large margin. So I don't know, that might still be the case with the other one that I was following. There might still be quite a bit that I wasn't able to do. Although I did get an achievement, I guess I saw after I beat the rock thing, where it was like, oh, you've beaten all of the Yao Guai or something. Seemed to be what the description was. I'm not too sure. So maybe I did do it. Who knows? But yeah, I think that pretty much does it. They keep talking. I keep hearing things about there going to be like DLC for this game. So that might be something in the future. I rarely come back and do DLC on stream though. If it happens, unless I'm hearing like it's super good or something, I'm probably just going to play it on my own. So we might not see that on stream. But, you know, for what it was for the main game, really great. It started off kind of rocky. I wasn't sure what I was going to think about it with the very first stream I did. I thought it was fun when I first started it. You know, there were aspects of it that I liked, and especially, you know, visually the game was stunning, but things like the level design, for instance, that we saw seemed a little rough around the edges, and you know, I wasn't too sure. The combat seemed a little bit too simplistic, but, you know, I was willing to give it a chance. I said, you know, maybe things will expand, open up once we start unlocking more in the game, and it'll give us a little bit more variety. And it kind of did. I mean, you know, there's not like combos or anything like that, but the amount of moves, and spells, and transformations, all that kind of stuff, equipment that you can put on, changes the play style pretty significantly. I feel like it actually adds quite a bit to the game. So in terms of like just raw combat gameplay, I do think that it ended up being a little bit more fulfilling than the onset. And this game got rough. I mean, we had our issues with a handful of bosses. There was a number of things. I wasn't necessarily 100% thinking I was going to do all of this game on stream, and I kind of didn't, but we did cover it for the most part. But yeah, there were some like chapter ending bosses, which are always going to be the hardest bosses in the game, having experienced all or most of them. But yeah, some of those chapter enders, like by the time we got to them and like I was wrapping up, winding up with the stream, I'm like, I don't think I could do this tonight. I'm going to need to do it at the beginning of a stream or on a day, you know, when I wake up and I'm a little bit more refreshed, because yeah, they were really kicking my ass. And some were rougher than most. It was definitely all the ones that kind of finalized the chapters that were the hardest. You know, the Broken Shell Sun Wukong fight, that was definitely the worst of them all. I'm glad that getting the complete final ending, the little bosses that you had to do there, I wish I knew that guy's name, but you know, the guy with the long hair and the white robes. First stage was kind of rough, and then it was kind of like a spectacle battle after that, which I thought was kind of fun. The big kaiju battles, as it was put in chat. Those, I mean, it was fun to play. Sure, it was somewhat fun to watch. So I'm glad I was able to, you know, do all that, and it wasn't like terribly rough, but it was still fairly satisfying, I think. Alright, that's the end of the credits. At first, also, this game was seeming like it wasn't going to be too big on the soundtrack. Sometimes the soundtrack hit really hard. I don't think it was like a, you know, banger after banger like Stellar Blade or anything, but it ended up being pretty good. I think some of the tracks when they hit, they were pretty good. So I was on board with the music. I wish that the Chinese subtitles, or the I should say the English dialogue subtitles were a little bit bigger. That's probably my main gripe, actually. The size of the subtitles is so small. I would have loved to have played with the original Chinese spoken language. I think it would have been nice. It definitely seemed kind of more quality in terms of the voice acting. And the voice acting wasn't bad throughout, but yeah, sometimes stuff seemed a little goofy here and there with the English dub. And I thought it was weird that, and maybe it's just where they were getting people from their voice actors or whatever, but I thought it was weird that like the majority of characters had like a British accent or some kind of European English accent, something like that. There was probably like the old wise man, it was like the one that kind of sounded like a, you know, Chinese English speaker. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh yeah, they're all Chinese characters, so they all have to be played by Chinese people. But it just seemed kind of weird when like the majority of characters all sounded British. I think probably the most egregious thing though was the fact that the lip syncing was so off with some of them. Sometimes their lips would be moving for like a good minute before and after the actual dialogue was coming out of their mouth on the English side. So it would have been nice if that would have gotten tightened up. I guess Stellar Blade spoiled us, because that was genuinely impressive with Stellar Blade. It didn't matter if it was Korean, English, Japanese, whatever language you selected, the lip syncing was matched up directly with that language, which I don't think I've ever seen before in a video game. It's probably the first time I've seen like multiple languages that had synced up lip syncing for everything. But it is what it is. It's only 2 languages with this game, English and Chinese, in terms of the actual spoken dialogue. So, you know, not missing out like a whole lot or anything. But, yeah, I would have liked to have played it in the original Chinese on stream. It's just that the subtitles were so tiny. I just think it wouldn't have been fair to you guys watching, because probably, and for some people, in some cases, it would have been hard to see. But, you know, I know that kind of bugs people in some regards anyway, because I know there's a lot of people out there that also just like to listen to a stream, and if the characters are speaking like a foreign language and you're not familiar with it, it's like you're not going to know what's going on. So that is kind of a bit of a pain, but I don't know. I do like to play games, especially if they're made, you know, in foreign countries from, you know, the U.S., foreign to me, to play them in their original language. I feel like there's kind of more to get out of it in a lot of cases. But it is what it is. Still, though, again, the English dub wasn't bad. It was a little rough here and there, but overall, it was fine. But, yeah, really ended up enjoying it. I'm taking a chance on all these Asian-made kind of like action RPGs. I do like the action RPG when it's a little quicker paced. So definitely more on board. I think in terms of gameplay style, I probably like this one second. And what I'm referring to is like in the past year, let's just say the past 12 months, maybe not 2024, but the past like 12 months, we've had Lies of P, which is a Korean made game. We've had Stellar Blade, another Korean-made game, and then we've had Black Myth Wukong, all of which are kind of follow the same sort of formula in how they have like their action combat. Some might call it Souls-like. There's a little bit more to it than that, but they all kind of follow, you know, a somewhat of a similar framework. But honestly, I think I liked this one second. I mean, I loved Lies of P, and I think overall that might have been a more solid game maybe than this one. I'd have to think about it. I think I need to play it again. It feels like it's been a while. But, yeah, the Lies of P combat felt a little bit more like Bloodborne. It was a little slower paced. Obviously, it's faster than something like a Dark Souls or an Elden Ring, depending on your build. But generally speaking, I do think it was like slightly faster than those. But like the quicker the combat, the more I enjoy it. And Stellar Blade was probably the fastest. This one, obviously, I mean, we saw some of the boss battles super, super quick with a handful of things, but it's still kind of got that weight to it, a little more sluggish. And I feel like Stellar Blade is just about trying to get in as many hits as you can and, you know, parrying and stuff, which I enjoy a lot more. The combat in Stellar Blade resembled Sekiro, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know if I've said that enough. Hey, Banks, thanks. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome in. How we doing? Good to see you. But yeah, the combat was really more my speed, I think, with Stellar Blade. But this one was a pretty close, I think, second. I think I enjoyed this one probably almost as much. But there's just like a little bit, something about it. It's a little harder for me to get a hold of in terms of actually being proficient with it. Good, just enjoying a day off. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm even feeling a little bit better than yesterday, I think. My voice seems to be more back than it was yesterday. Still got a little bit of a sniffle, but otherwise, I think the worst of the flu that I had is behind me, so. But yeah, surprisingly good game. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. I don't want to say these games are a gamble, but I mean, it's like, it's funny because with all these different companies, again, with these past three games with Lies of P, Stellar Blade, and now Black Myth Wukong, it's like all these companies, they haven't put like out a major title, so you don't really have too much to go on. It's just like, I see the gameplay, I say, I might like that, and I'll give it a try. Put down $60, ended up being worth it for all three of them. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think once we move on through the week, it's probably going to end up getting a little bit better, but definitely wanted to get some streams in before we got into October, because needed to put a kibosh in some of these titles. But we just finished up Black Myth Wukong. We did the secret true ending. And I think that's it. I don't know that there's going to be anything else to this. My controller even turned off. We've been talking about it for so long. But yeah, definitely a good game. I enjoyed it. Took me a while to beat it. A little bit shy of a month and a half, I think. But ended up being really good. Worthwhile experience. So what happens when we continue journey? Let me just pull this up and see what's up. This just takes us to the, right before we did the battle, I'm guessing, or what? There were options. I remember once we got to the main menu when we beat the game originally and got the normal ending. Yeah, it just takes us before the boss battle. It gave us options for New Game Plus, which seemed pretty standard. If you just carry over your equipment and spells and stuff, but story items are taken back. But nothing too major. And again, I think I went through and I got all the bosses. There might be some like items or something that I'm missing, but overall I think we pretty much did as much as we could do, or at least as much as I'm willing to do on stream. There's probably some achievements or something that I'm missing, but nothing too serious. Anyway, fun game, great combat, good soundtrack, decent dub, beautiful visuals. My goodness, when this game hit, like with some of those, specifically like some of the more scripted and linear environments where they could like really kind of bake in that lighting. Like this, the whole lead up to this peak here of this mountain was great. But yeah, I think the visuals were the best thing going for it. Unfortunately, I got to say with the PC release, I think just because of the issues with the Unreal Engine, which I'm finding is sort of being more of the problem, I think it's a little bit more rough. Probably not going to experience that as much as on a console, but yeah, buyer beware when it comes to PC. Now, that being said, I am recording and streaming this at the same time, which does take a lot of CPU resources, but running that and then the game at 1440p doesn't seem to act too well. We had some bad spots where the game just like completely lagged out, and those first couple streams, I forget if it was the first stream or the second stream, but we had a couple streams where the game would just completely crash. I think that was maybe more my fault for like not fine-tuning the game. Once I got an NVIDIA card, so once I went into GeForce and had NVIDIA optimize the game, pretty much no problems. Lag here and there, but yeah, it was a little choppy in some spots, but I think I got it worked out eventually. Anyway, that's it for this one. So we are all wrapped up. Glad I played it, glad I beat it, and I don't know, we don't really have too much else to do. I don't know that I want to jump into Ape Escape, because if I'm only going to be able to put a couple hours into it, I kind of wanted to see if I could knock out the main game in like another stream, which I don't think I'd be able to do if I do it into like, play it for a couple hours. And then, that wouldn't give me an opportunity to like pause and try to catch all the monkeys also to like wrap up for the secret endings that those games usually have. So we might not do that, but I might have something else here we could play. So I'll take a look into it in just a sec, but I'm going to BRB for just a minute. Not going to take me too long, but yeah, stick around.
Stick around.